absolutely devastating. Shanquella Robinson never got the chance to fight for her life during that horrific moment, but best believe wherever she is now, she's fighting hard for justice. And after nearly 2 years, the FBI has finally released documents revealing how her so-called friends, the Cabo 6, were involved in her death. We can't forget that Shanquella's mother, Salamandra Robinson, is a powerhouse. She's been pushing relentlessly for the truth, and I love to see it. Not too long ago, she filed a lawsuit against both the FBI and the Cabo 6. Because seriously, how can anyone watch that heartbreaking video of Shanquella being brutally attacked and still believe she died from alcohol poisoning? Meanwhile, her autopsy in Mexico clearly stated she suffered a broken neck and spinal cord injury. Let's rewind. This was supposed to be a dream vacation. Shanquella and her friends headed to Cabo, excited to make beautiful memories filled with laughter and good vibes. But instead, it turned into a nightmare. From the moment they arrived, something was off. What was meant to be a joyful getaway quickly spiraled into tragedy. Now, with the truth coming to light, we're all standing with Salamandra, demanding justice for Shanquella. Everyone on that trip, including Shanquella, seemed to be in high spirits. According to her mother, Salamandra Robinson, when they last spoke, Shanquella sounded genuinely happy. She was laughing, she seemed very happy on that trip, Salamandra recalled. I said, "Okay, enjoy yourself. Love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow." But tragically, that was the last time she ever spoke to her daughter. Can you even imagine? One minute, you're sending your happy, healthy daughter off on a vacation with friends, and the next, you're receiving the unthinkable news that she's gone. To make matters worse, those same friends claimed her death was due to alcohol poisoning. Sure, alcohol poisoning can be serious, but it's not something that happens out of nowhere, especially not when there's video evidence showing Shanquella being attacked. Then there's the autopsy report from Mexico, clearly stating she suffered a broken neck and spinal cord injury. So now we're supposed to believe all the lab tools in Mexico just happened to malfunction. None of it adds up. And now, finally, federal documents have started to come to light. One early report shows that the FBI interviewed an unnamed individual who referenced the fight. That person claimed Robinson's friend said she had been drinking and hit her head on the toilet. But again, the story keeps changing. The person also told investigators they had seen photos of Shanquella Robinson's body and said she had visible bruises and looked like she had been stomped on. That's when everything changed. People stopped buying the alcohol poisoning excuse. Public outrage grew, especially after that disturbing video surfaced showing one of the Cabo 6 violently attacking Shanquella. And what was the reason behind such cruelty? Word on the street is that jealousy fueled the entire situation. Shanquella hadn't done anything to them. They just couldn't handle her light, her presence. That kind of envy is dark and twisted. As one article put it, the women involved were so consumed by jealousy, it became their motive. It's heartbreaking to think someone's life was taken simply because others couldn't stand to see them shine. The men and women now known as the Cabo 6 were allegedly jealous of Shanquella Robinson. Whether it was her beauty, her career, her money, her social status, or just the way she carried herself. According to an article, Shanquella had spent the day enjoying herself, relaxing by the pool, eating, drinking, and soaking in the vibes before falling asleep in her luxurious beachside bedroom. But while she slept, her so-called friends began mocking her on camera, apparently trying to get laughs from their social media followers by publicly humiliating her. When Shanquella woke up and realized what was going on, she begged them to stop and tried to get away. Some now believe that was their plan all along, to provoke a fight. First, that might seem like a stretch, but then came another video. In it, Shanquella can be seen walking through the rental villa looking for her friends. When she found all 6 of them huddled in one room, the energy was undeniably off, awkward, tense, and shady. And honestly, the whole vibe was suspicious AF.
Get naked. Where y'all at? She told me I'm gonna keep it hot. You gonna keep it hot? What?
I'll keep my hot things that I don't want to wear because it's cute as fuck.
They, what Go said, they croup.
The one that's like mediocre is my champion.
Honestly, I'm not quick to jump to conclusions, but let's be real. The story kept adding up piece by piece. With everything we've seen and heard, it's no surprise people believe Shanquella's own friends planned her death. And sadly, things only got worse for her family. After Mexican authorities completed their investigation, they reached out to the US government, requesting the extradition of the person seen fighting with Shanquella. But they never received a response or clearance from the US. What made it even more frustrating was that the US government seemed to doubt the claims altogether, brushing it off since it happened outside the country. Seriously, put yourself in Shanquella's family's shoes. No family should ever be forced to fight this hard for justice, especially when the facts and receipts are right there. The FBI had every reason and responsibility to act swiftly and thoroughly, but instead they dragged their feet. That's why Shanquella's mother, Salamandra Robinson, decided to take matters into her own hands, filing a lawsuit against both the FBI and the Cabo 6.
Not going to bring back Shanquella Robinson, but it's that I know that the FBI should have done something at this time. After 2 years ago, I know a lot of stuff that was in the phones of Shanquella Robinson that I gave to the FBI, and the FBI looked over it like it was nothing. And you know, and just like you just pushed my daughter up under the rug when you should have been arrested these people. You had a video where she was being brutally beaten, but you want to mess with the autopsy and say that she did not have a broken back or spine when the FBI are deliberately lying. Because someone, attorney had already, not my attorney, but attorney had already told me don't let the FBI mess with that autopsy, that they were going to switch it around. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm fed up with this stuff. I need justice for my child.
Bless her heart. Shanquella's mother has been fighting tirelessly for justice. And honestly, the FBI should have stepped in way sooner, because delayed justice is denied justice. But here's the good news. A few months after Salamandra Robinson filed a lawsuit, the FBI finally made a move. They've now released new, heavily redacted documents related to Shanquella's death. According to those documents, her body showed signs of significant trauma, including bruises and injuries consistent with being stomped on. The FBI even noted suspicions that there may have been hidden cameras inside the Airbnb where Shanquella and her friends were staying, potentially capturing crucial moments leading up to her death. So now, the FBI is finally catching up to what the public has been saying from the beginning. People are relieved to see that justice might actually be on the horizon. One person said, "I've been trying to find out new info on this. This story was everywhere and then it vanished. No one's talking about it anymore. Thank you for this. She needs justice." Another user raised an important question. So when are they going to be arrested? Now let's talk about it. What are your thoughts on this case based on everything we just spilled? Do you think the Cabo 6 are truly responsible for Shanquella's death? Is the newly released FBI report a real step toward taking action? And most importantly, will justice for Shanquella finally be served? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation alive. Justice for Shanquella is long overdue. Catch y'all on the flip side.